Hey there, today I want to show you a really practical way that I'm using Copilot inside Teams to take a recorded meeting and turn it into a really clear follow-up email. This isn't a list of tips, it's one real example of how I reduce my post-meeting admin without having to hand everything in my brain over to AI. So the first thing that I do is I head to after a client session or a committee meeting or even an internal catch-up, there's usually something that you need to send afterwards, whether it's a summary or the next steps or resources, a recording link. And traditionally that would mean you would need to either manually have taken notes throughout the entire session, or you'll need to go back and listen to the recording again to pull everything together in an email form. The interesting thing is that the recording, the raw material that you need is already here. We've got a recording, we've got a transcript, and I've actually already got an AI summary because I have Teams Premium. So what we have in here is effectively already a full rough structure for how this follow-up information has been pulled together based on what we actually discussed in the call. So what I'm not asking Copilot to do is think for me. What I'm asking it to do is the translation work, turning what already exists into a usable format. And the trick behind all of this, or the way that I make this so easy, is that in my chats in Teams, in my own chat with myself, which everybody has in Teams, I have a Copilot instruction template. I've kept this really simple prompt for myself. And basically, I've given myself a heading so I can find it. And then I've got, I want a summary of this session using this format. And I've outlined exactly what the format looks like. So I'm going to copy this. This structure is mine. This is a structure I've built. And it includes the summary. It's where I'm allowed to put any other links and information. And then I've got a structure that I get it to follow. So going back to my original document or my original meeting and transcript, I open up the Copilot section here inside Copilot. And in the message here, I simply paste my prompt. Now, yes, it's big, but it's not complicated. And I'll go in here and say they don't have any digital, this one's fine. And so I would take this bit out because it's not relevant. This is fine. Please fact check and check my YouTube, and then away we go. So then I hit go. And what's going to happen is it's going to bring me a first draft here in the system. It's going to read everything here, and you can see it's going to pull it together. I ask it also to fact check for Microsoft 365 references about what was covered to make sure that it references and that I'm using the correct information. Again, I will check all of this. So we've got an intro, got a session summary with all of the different topics. We've got the structure is all here with the links. So I can check all of these and make sure they actually answer what I want. And then actions and next steps, information about her recording, and a little summary. So now my actual manual work from here is super minimal. I'm going to take this and I would copy all of this. And I'll go into Outlook and I will create a new email and I would paste it in here. And you can see then all I've got to do is proof and read it, test everything. I'll do a sense check. I'll make sure it sounds like me. It should, but sometimes I might phrase something a little bit differently. And I can then format it and add anything else that I might want to, and then I can send it off. The beauty of this process is that what I've done here in a very simple way is save myself a huge amount of time. And the reality is that this isn't suitable just for client sessions. You could use the exact same approach for things like meeting minutes, board or committee summaries, any kind of annual reviews or staff checkups or project milestone meetings, or even project updates. Anytime that you already have a format and you already have a transcript, Copilot can take care of some of that grunt work for you. Is it going to be perfect? No. Does it save me time and mental load? Absolutely. If you are starting to use Copilot and wondering where it can make a genuine difference, this is one of the first places I'd recommend you start. I haven't handed over the entire process to AI and automation. I am still driving the car here. I am still steering the ship. I have created the pro forma or the summary or the prompt based on what I know is acceptable and suitable. I have asked it to take this information and put it into that format, and then I can do a sense check. But it's practical, it's grounded, and it's a way for you to get Copilot helping you with the work that you are already doing. If you found this helpful, let me know in the comments. And be sure to subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with all of my new videos and content on how you can start using Microsoft 365 even more.